Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, California Weather Watch. Today is May 2nd, and right now we are looking at the infrared satellite imagery. There's the state of California, and you can see this low pressure system setting up shop here right off the Bay Area. It's going to continue a thunderstorm threat here across much of the state here over the next few days. Even some higher elevation snowfall fell last night. That may continue for the next few days as well. We'll take a look at that in some detail. We'll take a look at the extended forecast as always as well. This is looking at some isolated thunderstorm potential, brief heavy rainfall, small hail. Nice graphic here from the National Weather Service Bay Area for May 2nd today. This is looking at some fresh snowfall that fell across some of the higher terrain out there. There was even some change required across Highway 88 out there. So not quite done with some of the winter driving conditions across some of the higher terrain. Just have that in the back of your mind if you're out and about. This was looking at the rain timing and intensity. National Weather Service Los Angeles, slight chance of thunderstorms down there and some light to moderate rainfall potential as we go on in through midweek coming up here. This is looking at some gusty wind potential across some of the higher terrain. Look at Death Valley, 40, 50 miles per hour. Might get some blowing dust around there. Tonopah, Goldfield, some breezy to gusty winds are across maybe some of the Las Vegas area and some of the deserts as well. So wind advisory through 8 p.m. this evening. This is looking at, it's never too early to prepare for fire season, right? Can come up on us fast here, but you can see some nice graphics here on some of the National Weather Service pages here on how to prepare your home in the backcountry, especially for that fire danger incoming. This is looking at 850 millibars, 5,000 feet, and you can see this trough and low pressure center spinning over the state of California, and it decides it likes the state here because it is not going anywhere quick. This troughing and cooler than normal conditions goes all the way out into the weekend, as you can see. And then watch what happens here, at least according to this morning's GFS run. Once we start getting out towards midweek, the following week, we start to warm up here across the state, and this could lead to some pretty rapid snow melt. So this is definitely something we need to watch here over the next few days as we go on in towards next week. Here we're looking at surface-based CAPE, convective available potential energy. This is the NAM3 CAM, a high-resolution model. Check out all this instability forming today. Kind of ways in the overnight and morning hours. Fires back up again tomorrow afternoon. You can see the low pivoting down the coastline, moving towards Southern California as well by the time we get in towards Thursday. And you can see much of California and Nevada destabilizes on Thursday afternoon also. So can't rule out thunderstorms Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday here across the region. This is looking at composite reflectivity, what the Doppler radar may look like. We'll scroll through today. You can see some of these pretty heavy rainfall showers out there, potential thunderstorms as we go through this afternoon. Low pressure starts to pivot down the coastline here Wednesday afternoon, perhaps a repeat across some of the area and even on in through Thursday, including some of Southern California by the time you get in towards Thursday morning. And look at some of these stronger storms potentially up across Nevada and even maybe wrapping across some of the Sierra Nevada here too. So interesting times coming up here. Active weather as we go through this week. This is day 1 thunderstorm potential. This is day 2, does include Southern California here. And this is 5-day precipitation totals. You can see it's going to be favoring mainly the coastline, some of the higher terrain as well. Not much, if any, expected for the extreme southeast portion of California, but even Nevada getting in on this precipitation action here. Again, this is 5 days ending May 7th. This is overall winter storm impact. So again, another reminder across some of the higher terrain with this cold upper level low around, you could be dealing with some minor to even some moderate impacts across some of the region. This is looking at the upper levels of the atmosphere, about 10,000 feet. There's the Hawaiian Islands, Pacific Ocean. There's the state of California. Put that into motion and look at this kind of bowling ball feature there at 10,000 feet. Just kind of wants to sit over the state here. This is the 12Z European run here. Only goes out 42 hours right now as it is running as we speak, but this is going to be going through the weekend here coming up. In fact, let's just back up a little bit here so we can kind of play that out a little bit further. As you can see, that trough, that low pressure, this cold air just hanging around the state of California as we go towards the weekend coming up here before the potential warm-up next week. Now looking at the GFS 12Z, this is just kind of the reminder here for some potential winter driving conditions here across some of the higher terrain as you go on in through Friday. You can see a couple rounds of a few inches of snowfall here, maybe up towards a foot for some areas across northern and some of the Sierra Nevada. This is looking at McCarran, Las Vegas. As we go through this week, you can see the trough kind of impacting temperatures here, pretty chilly for Las Vegas standards anyway, before a a slow, consistent warm up here as we go through next week. And this may change here depending on how this weather and what these weather models have to say about what's coming next week. So it looks like somewhat of a significant warm up is possible. This is Palm Springs as well. Some comfortable temperatures in the 70s will be replaced by eventually 80s and then 90s as we go on in towards next week. Sacramento, similar slow warm up look there. This is looking at snow water content. You notice we drop back down. We're right about that 82, 83 level here across some of the southern Sierra Nevada there. Snow water content 235% of normal, and we are now below that 82, 83 here in the central, but we're still well above average across all areas of the Sierra Nevada. This is 6 to 10 day precipitation probability outlook here. This goes through May 11th. This is that 8 to 14 day temperature probability outlook that goes all the way through mid-month there. Here we're looking at sea surface temperature anomalies. This is the developing El Nino, the very warm temperatures off the coast of South America there. And this is, as you can see, it's kind of creeping across some of the Central Pacific here. We started this run at about April 1st, and we're going through early May here. So you can kind of see that El Nino still on target here. And this is going to have big impacts likely on across a lot of the state of California as we go through the upcoming fall and winter months here. So it's something we'll watch here as we go on in through the spring, summer, and on in through fall of 2023, because this is, the El Nino can be a big deal, as you guys know, for much of the state of California, even the Pacific Northwest, and really globally. El Nino's impacts are far reaching. So anyway, yeah, this low pressure center, you got thunderstorms for the next 3 days across a lot of the state, maybe some mountain snowfall there, some gusty winds, and we're going to continue to be cooler than normal, probably on in through this weekend. So anyway, we will do this again tomorrow. Please click like and subscribe if you're enjoying this channel. If you want to click join down below, it helps throw the channel a couple bucks there, helps support the page there. And if you want that weather station, click on the link down below to save 10%. That Tempest Weather Flow is a very nice station. But anyway, we will do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.